everyone, my name is Ronan and welcome back to another Transformers review. It's been a while, I know, but today we have a very special figure, another figure that I can finally add to my collection, and that is the Bumblebee movie Voyager class Soundwave, and he looks great. He has great proportions, great accessories, great paint apps. So first off, let's start with his accessories. Let's see here. So he's got a rifle and he's got a shoulder cannon. I'll set him to the back there. So first we got this rifle. It looks very nice. Nice detail. It's very generic. Not as generic as the other Deluxe Class G-Series figures, though, from the Bumblebee movie line. But then he also comes with his gun that you see him use all throughout continuity. Got some nice paint applications, got some red in there. And it is 5mm port, as well as he has a 5mm peg there, and you can flip down another one for a shoulder piece. So for example, if we take him, he can hold it. I do not have the Core Class Ravage as of yet, but I'll be getting it shortly, and I'll be doing a review on it. And as you see here, it looks okay, but he looks weird without it on his shoulder. So you flip the peg down, and on his back he has two ports. You put them into the right one, not the left one, and you just position it how you want it, and it looks great on him. It's a nice length. It's not too long, but it's not short and stubby. And then his gun looks pretty good as well. I can't really say if it suits him or not, because usually he doesn't have a gun like this. He usually has a gun that's almost exactly like this, but can extend and has that silver tip, which the silver tip comes with the Core Class Ravage. I will get it. When I get it, I will show you what it looks like with the tip. But let's just remove his gun for now, because we don't need that. But let's get into some applications here, some paint applications. You can see on the head, very well done. I don't like the blue in the middle. I was like, oh, is mine just not fully painted? But no, that's how it is. He does have light piping, but they painted over the eyes, which honestly was probably a better idea, because you can see here, it's pretty big. His chest looks nice. A lot of details, especially on the crotch piece here. It looks very nice. This is one piece, by the way, which is a little annoying, but look at these nice white, some red, silver. Mostly any of the reds and dark grays that you'll see here are painted applications, such as on the arms. We have a lot of paint in here, and some paint on the red here. I'm surprised that they didn't do red over here, because like it kind of messes with it. That's not bad. Taking a look down here, see the nice detail. It's not too hollow. It's hollow in the spots that I don't care about, so that's good. His knees look nice, and his legs are pretty nice too, just in general. They're very beefy, which I do like about it. And his feet are a little odd, but honestly, they do fit the legs. Do they fit the character? No, not as much. It reminds me of the War for Cybertron, like the video game. It reminds me of the video game's feet for Soundwave. But just taking a few perspectives on him. This is his back, and it looks really nice, actually. He's a very clean Transformer. Just imagine an R.E. Ed figure, but he can transform into something. Not really a vehicle, but it looks like something, luckily. But yeah, he's very beefy. He has great proportions. Posability. He has up and down his cannon, and it can go side to side. It cannot twist, sadly, unlike the Siege version. His head is on a ball joint, so he can look up that high, down that far, which isn't that far, but he can do a full 360. Arms move out, but not greatly. It's a little odd. He has a swivel here. He has shoulder pieces here that move out of the way. You can either rotate the entire piece here, or just rotate the inside piece, because there's a separate hinge there for that. That's mostly for transformation. He has double joints at the elbows, which he can fold in. Not the greatest, but they do what they can do. No wrist articulation, sadly. There is a waist swivel, but then this gets popped up, and it's kind of ugly. He can kick that far with the skirt piece, but if you move it, he can kick a lot further. He can kick back nice. There's a swivel at the thigh, really tight, which I appreciate. He has double jointed knees, so he has a joint down here and then a joint up in the thigh, so you can get that full bend. And then this piece can also come over to finish that look as well, but that's mostly for transformation. And for the feet, he has down, a little bit of up, mostly side, but full 360, and a nice amount of side. So he's pretty good for articulation. He's not crazy, but for what he does, it's pretty good. Let's get into some size comparisons. I got three other Soundwaves actually for him. We have the Siege Voyager class figure, or the custom battle damaged Legacy Soundwave. I don't like the Legacy Soundwave. We have Evil Voice, Voyager class Prime Soundwave KO, and he looks nice with them. And we have the Kingdom Core class Soundwave, just so you guys can see a little scale, and they look pretty nice together. I have them on a shelf with a few other Soundwaves, and they really look good. Now, taking these guys away, we can get into the transformation. Alright, so transformation, it's not bad, but there's a lot of tabs that don't line up properly until you actually can get that really sweet spot, and then everything just slides in together. The legs, I like how they transform. I don't like the piece that pegs into the crotch. It's a little finicky, and it's already gotten stress marks just from a few transformations. The feet are interesting. I do like how the back works, though, with how it flips around, and then another piece flips around, and it helps create that front piece. And the gun storage is kind of just mediocre. Transformation is something. It turns into something. Let's put that up. So it's just a tank. It's supposed to be like a hover tank, but it doesn't really convey it that well. If I take off the guns, it doesn't look like anything at first glance. You look at like the cockpit here, and there's seats in there. There's molded seats. So this thing is supposed to be huge, and it's not that great. I've seen upgrade kits that help this out quite a bit, where you fold this piece in, and then you can have like come on, there you go, and then you can have like micromasters in here. You can plug this into it like this, or you just plug in the cannon like this, but it looks horrible. People try it to make it look good. If you're gonna make it look good, you just gotta do this. Just peg it in there, and boom, now you have a tank. That's all you gotta do. Is it centered? No, it isn't. But it does have up, it does have a swivel, but it looks bad. Let's bring this back to what it's supposed to look like. Oh, my bad. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't look like, it looks like a pancake. A very blue pancake. The head doesn't hide. The legs are just here. The hands are just here. The feet are just here. Then you can see the knees here. So it's not. I can't give anything good about it, but nothing bad either, because it's not horrible. It's something, but it's not bad. It's not good, because it's not anything. Like, I can go here. And now it's just a hover pad for Siege Soundwave. You know, it's... They wanted to release this figure for the sole purpose of having him in robot mode. They just kind of... They made the alt mode so that they could put it into the Studio Series line. As I said earlier, the alt mode it's not horrible, but it's not amazing. It's very lackluster. It's missing a sort of pizzazz that all the other... It's missing a sort of pizzazz that all the other Bumblebee movie figures have. Like, for example, Starscream, he has the Tetrajet mode, but then you see Thrust, and he's a cone head, so they changed his head. They changed the canopy around his head to make it look different, and it works. It really does work. I have the Thrust figure. I do not have Bumblebee, but I'd like to get... I mean, Starscream, but I'd like to get Starscream. And I totally forgot, posability. You can push this, and this opens up. I will get Ravaged soon, and I'll show you how to put it in. But Soundwave is an okay figure. He's great in robot mode. He does some great posing. He does a good job at being Soundwave, but as for an alt mode, he does not do that well, which is a little disappointing. But what did you expect from this alt mode? You know, like, what can they do with this? They don't want to ruin it, so they just did the next best thing that they thought would work, and I can see how people would enjoy the alt mode he has, but personally, I'm not like his hover tank. If it looked more like an actual hover tank, then I would enjoy it, but that is the end of the review. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.